Hey guys, Taylem here, and welcome to my new modding series that will focus on non-Bethesda titles. That is because Bethesda titles like Fallout and the Elder Scrolls series, they're pretty popular. I love doing them, but I wanted to do a separate series that focuses on modding other games. Games that many of you probably play, but don't necessarily mod, because let's face it, a lot of them are not as easy to mod as the Bethesda games. In fact, they take a lot more work, and a lot of people just don't know or are unsure how to do it, or even if they can mod those games. So what this series is about is just giving you a quick shotgun video of how to mod the game, just to help you get started in doing so. So without any further ado, the first game on our list is Takelem's Dying Light. Hey guys, here we are on the desktop now, and a little information about modding Dying Light is that it is not the kind of game that could be easily modded, to be honest. It takes a little bit of work, and you really can't stack on the mods like you can with a Bethesda game, which in my opinion has been designed from the get-go to be heavily modded. And with that knowledge going forward, I'm just going to show you how to do a basic mod install for Dying Light, because really you need to just be careful what you choose and just pick a few things that you want just to improve the game for you just a little bit. And the two examples I am going to use is the I Am Legend The Pursuit Overhaul mod, which changes a whole bunch of things in Dying Light, which actually makes the game, in my opinion, better than even the enhanced version. And it works just fine for the enhanced version. It's pretty awesome. If you want to know more about this mod, just follow the link below and you can get the full details on it. It really helps Dying Light to be replayable. And the other one is a lighting mod, Easy on the Eyes. Basically, because Dying Light has some pretty horrible lighting, in my opinion. It's overbloomed. The sun rays are often blinding. Has the yellowish green kind of haze going on. What this does is it helps get rid of all that. So I'm going to use these two mods as an example of how to mod the game. Now, the file that you mod within Dying Light is actually this one right here, the data3.pak or pack. This is the file that is modified with the mod changes, but it isn't just a matter of dragging and dropping a file into the game directory to mod. It actually takes a little bit of work. It's really easy once you learn how to do it. It's really not complicated, but the more you want to add to the game, then the more complicated it's going to get, because you're going to start running into redundant files and then having to edit those files. So it's really best for Dying Light just to go minimalist approach. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open up the I Am Legend Pursuit, and as you can see, whoops, it has a README and it has its own data pack. So what we're going to do is we're just going to extract these right here to the desktop under the I Am Legend Pursuit folder. So we're just going to put that right there. And let's go ahead and open the lighting mod. As you can see, this one also has a data pack, but the mod author was nice enough to add the files for merging into your own data pack. So what we're going to do is we're just going to extract all these to the desktop as well. Let's call this one lighting, if I can type correctly. There we go. Now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to open up the data pack that comes with the I Am Legend Pursuit. So we're going to click on it. Now if you have WinRAR or WinZip or 7-zip, use that to open up the pack file, because the pack file is essentially an archive. Then what you need to do is, I'm just going to go ahead and drag all these here. I'm just going to drag them right into here and let it extract it. There we go. Now if I'm going a little fast for you, just slow it down or rewatch it again. I'll try to go slower so I don't get too out of control. So there we go. This is the contents of the Data 3 pack. This one isn't part of it. Of the Data 3 pack file right here. This is what we're going to use to create a new Data 3 pack that has all the changes of both of these mods. So what you can actually do at this point is you can go ahead and get rid of these because you're not going to need them anymore. Then what we want to do is go into the lighting mod here. And since this mod author was nice enough to provide the files outside of the data pack, you don't have to extract this one. But if you do need to extract it, just go ahead and click on it like normal. See the little data here? Click into the data file and take the scripts folder, and if you want, just drag it directly into here. And boom, it automatically added the scripts for the weather and the tools and the VAR lists. If you want to, you can go into here and you can see that they're all in there. So these are actually now good to go. Now if you're attempting to combine mods and you drag one into another one just like that one, and you get a pop-up saying do you want to overwrite, then you're dealing with two mods that have conflicting files that they're trying to replace the same file in the game, and whichever one you choose is going to get the settings for that mod, which can potentially break the other mod. So what you need to do is, like an example, under skills, the default levels XML. This one is one of the most highly modified files. So you can open it with like Notepad++. I see all this here. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to, if you have two different default level XML files, you're going to have to open both of them up, and you're going to have to find all the changes. You're going to have to see, okay, this one, say like this line right here, this is just a random choice here. Say this one says 3.0, but the other one says 5.0. Now the 3.0 one is the default setting for the game, of course. You're going to have to understand what all these settings means and pick the one appropriately to combine the mods. So now you're understanding what I mean by, if you don't understand what all this means, it can be very difficult to combine a large series of mods together. So it's a very good idea just to go with a minimalist approach to modding Dying Light. That's why I picked something like I Am Legend: The Pursuit. It's such a great complete overhaul. And then I added the lighting mod and a few other little tweaks of my own because I understand what all this junk means. That's just the best way to mod Dying Light. So, but for most people that really are new to modding or not overly familiar with all the nonsense in these files, it's just better just to keep it simple and really pay attention to the kind of files that are in the mods that you want to install and make sure there's no conflicting. Hopefully the mods website on the Nexus or whichever you download it from will have information about what is modified in the mod. But anyway, let's go ahead and pop back out. So we have all of our stuff ready to go. What you need to do is you need to add all these to an archive. Now do not automatically add them to a raw file, because a raw file, the compression and all the formatting is different and it doesn't convert into a pack properly. So you want to add it to an archive. You want to make sure it's a zip file. So you can just go ahead and you want to name it data 3. Alright, then go ahead and click on OK. Make sure it's a zip file. Compression, you don't even have to compress it. In fact, it's better if you don't. So just go to store and just click on OK. Then what you need to do is you need to rename this to data3.pack. You want to change it? Yes. Alright, so now we have the pack file changed. So let's go ahead and copy that, and you just want to drop it right into your Dying Light install directory under DW, and make sure the original data3.pack, you want to back it up. So just rename it to data3.bak, or just add a BAK at the end of this here. So we just go to there, rename it, and we can just go .bak. Yes, we want to change it, and boom, it's changed. So once that's changed, you can just paste in the new data3, and you should actually be good to go. So let's go ahead and run the game real quick and make sure it starts up. Alright, the game's loading. Now the sound for the game might be a little off because I have it pumping out to my headphones. But that's not really... The sound for the game isn't really the point of this. It's just to show what happens when you start up. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, here we are at the main screen, and you will get this warning pop up to tell you that your game is modified. Now, this will not affect your single player ability at all, but it will prevent you from doing co-op or multiplayer. If you want to do that, either the other person has to have the exact same pack file as you do, which is easily enough to share over email if you want to share it with a friend, or you have to restore it to the default of the game, which you can do by either replacing the modified pack file with the backup or just re-verifying the cache through Steam. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. Alright, so here we are back at the desktop. And we are done modding Dying Light. As you can see, it's very, very easy. You just have to be careful of what you choose. Now, there is another method. There is a Dying Light manager, but it's having problems of late, and there's a lot of warning signs with it. So I would avoid actually using it. Maybe in time, if it gets fixed, you could. But for right now, for Dying Light, I would really suggest just doing this method. It's completely within your control. You're not using a third-party program to modify the game. And yeah, it should go smoothly for you guys. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching this very short video of how to mod Dying Light. I will try to do more of these videos to show you guys how to mod various other kind of games in a quick and easy to digest format. If you have any suggestions, please pop them in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider joining the community. Alright guys, this is Taylem, and I will see you next time. Meh.